Welcome back to our channel. Please pause the video for 5 seconds and answer it before going to the next question. Good luck. Time's up. The correct answer is B, 5 over 8. Let us break this down simply. The total number of parts always goes at the bottom of the fraction. This is called the denominator. So, our bottom number is 8. The bibingka had 8 parts. Aling Marta gave away 3 parts. To find out what is left, we subtract 8 minus 3 equals 5 parts remaining. The remaining parts go on top. This is the numerator. So, the fraction left is 5 over 8. Option A is a trick because 3 over 8 is the amount she gave away, not what is left. Great job if you pick letter B. The correct answer is B, 5 over 7. In math, and fractions have the exact same bottom number, we call them similar fractions. The golden rule for adding similar fractions is to copy the bottom number exactly as it is. Do not add them together. So, the bottom number remains 7. Then, you simply add the top numbers. 2 plus 3 equals 5. This gives us 5 over 7. Option A is the biggest mistake students make because they add 7 plus 7 to get 14. Never add the denominators. Letter B is the correct fact. The correct answer is C, 1 over 2 or 1 half. Let's analyze this carefully. Out of 12 total fruits, 6 are mangoes, which give us the initial fraction of 6 over 12. However, the exam will always ask you for the lowest terms. To find the lowest terms, find a number that can divide both 6 and 12 perfectly. That number is 6. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So 6 over 12 simplifies down to 1 over 2. Think of it visually. 6 is exactly half of 12. Option A is correct mathematically, but it's not in Lewis terms, which is why it loses points. Letter C is our final answer. The correct choice is C, 0.25. To turn any fraction into a decimal, you take the top number and divide it by the bottom number. So we divide 1 by 4. Since 4 cannot go into 1, we add a decimal point and zeros. making it 1.00 divided by 4. 10 divided by 4 is 2, with the remainder of 2. Bring down the 0, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. That gives us 0.25. An easier way to remember this for the ALS exam is to think of money. A whole peso has 4 25-centavo coins. So, 1/4 of a peso is exactly 25 centavos, written as 0.25. Letter C is correct. The correct answer is B, hundreds. Let us look at decimal place values. The number before the decimal point is the ones place. Moving to the right of the decimal point, the first number, 4, is in the tenths place. The second number, 5, is in the hundredths place. The third number, 6, is in the thousandths place. Since the number 5 is the second digit after the decimal point, its place value is hundredths. Option D is a trick because hundreds is for large whole numbers, not small decimals. Letter B is our correct answer. We are officially halfway through our 10 elementary math questions. How is your math score looking so far? Fractions and decimals take some practice, so don't worry if you need to use your scratch paper a lot. If this step-by-step breakdown is making math less scary, please take 1 second to click the subscribe button right now and hit the like button. Your support helps our channel grow so we can keep making these complete review guides for free. Let's jump straight into the second half of our exam preparation. Here is question number 6. The correct answer is A, 19.75. Let us solve this together. When adding decimals, you must always line up the decimal points perfectly straight vertically. Write 15.50, then write 4.25 directly underneath so the dots are aligned. Now add normally from right to left. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Bring down the decimal point in the exact same straight line. Then 15 plus 4 is 19. That gives us 19.75. If you do not align the dots, you will get a widely wrong answer like option B. So letter A is correct. The correct choice is B, 17.50. Let's write this down vertically. 50.00 minus 32.50. 0 minus 0 is 0. For the next column, we cannot subtract 5 from 0. So we must borrow from the 50 next door. The 50 becomes 49 and our 0 becomes 10. Now, 10 minus 5 is 5. Bring down the decimal point straight. Next, 9 minus 2 is 7. And finally, 4 minus 3 is 1. This leaves us with exactly 17.50. Option A is a common mistake because students forget to reduce the 50 when borrowing. Letter B is the correct answer. The correct answer is B, 1 over 2 or 1 half. This is a concept that tricks many learners because the number 8 looks bigger than the number 2. But remember, in fractions, the bottom number shows how many pieces you're cutting the whole object into. If you cut a pizza into only 2 pieces, your piece will be huge. If you cut that same pizza into 8 small pieces, 1/8, your piece will be very tiny. Therefore, the smaller the bottom number, the bigger the actual slice is when the top number is 1. That makes 1 over 2 or 1 half is the largest value here. Letter B is correct. The answer is B, 12.50. Here is a wonderful shortcut for the ALS exam. When multiplying any decimal number by 10, you do not need to write out a long math table. Just count the zeros. 10 has exactly 1 zero. This means you simply pick up the decimal point and move it one jump to the right. Moving the dot in 1.25 one space to the right changes it into 12.5, which is written as 12.50 peso. If you were multiplying by 100, you would move it two spaces. Using this shortcut saves you so much time during the test. Letter B is the winner. Our final correct answer is A, 2 and 1 over 3. To convert an improper fraction to a mixed number, divide the top number by the bottom number. 7 divided by 3 equals 2 because 3 times 2 is 6. The whole number 2 becomes the big main number of our answer. Now, look at the remainder. 7 minus 6 leaves us with the remainder of 1. That remainder goes on top of our new fraction part, and the bottom number 3 stays exactly the same. This gives us 2 and 1 third, or 2 and 1 over 3. Congratulations to everyone who chose letter A. Fantastic job completing our fractions and decimals math review. Now, count up your points and comment your final score right below this video. I want to see how many of you got a passing mark in elementary math today. If you scored below a 7, please don't be discouraged. Math takes time, so just replay this video. In our next elementary level video, we are going to tackle Learning Strand 2, Scientific and Critical Thinking Skills. We will break down ecosystems, food chains, and how living things interact in nature. If this tutorial made math a bit less scary for you, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your fellow elementary ALS classmates. Thank you for studying with me today. Stay patient with our studies and I will see you in our next elementary lesson. Bye-bye! Magandang araw mga solid ka-ALS. Pasensya na po uli at nabubulol-bulol ang inyong Mamay P. At tulad ng dati, ang mga tahol ng aso. Maraming salamat!